Hello everyone, this is Prince and welcome back to the Flutter series. In today's lecture, we will see how we can make REST API calls from Flutter app using the HTTP package. Okay, so let's get started. So you can go to Google and search for HTTP Flutter and open pub. Okay, so copy this and go to pubspec. Okay, I have already added it. Sorry. So let's go ahead and use it in our service. First of all, we have to get the base API URL from our environment, app environment dot base API URL. Okay, so great. Let me see what is it right now. Okay, it's correct. Now let us make a general function. Okay, so leave it. So let us make a function to fetch the tasks from the server. So it will be a void maybe future fetch tasks. Okay, so and it will be asynchronous function. Now try catch. Okay, so what is the API base URL right now? Yeah, so string URL will be equal to base API URL plus slash tasks. So this is the API endpoint for fetching the URL. Let's go ahead and open Postman for it. So get tasks will be slash task, and let us see if it's giving us some tasks or not. Okay, server is not running. Let us go and change the base API URL. Okay, remove this from here. This should be kept here. So now I will go to the HTTP package and go to the example. You see, we can get the response by this, and before that we have to import the HTTP package. So let's do this, and where response will be equal to http dot get URL, and we will await it. We'll wait for the response. Then once we have gotten the response, what we'll do is We'll copy this code, paste it here. If response dot status code is equal to 200, that means API has been hit successfully, and we can extract the items from there. So you can see the response has come and it is a array of tasks. So response dot response dot body. Now this body is a string. Actually it is a stringified JSON. So what we'll do is we'll first convert it into JSON. So that will be done by dynamic body is equal to JSON dot decode response dot body. Okay, now since body is a array of task, so what we will do is we will iterate it. So body dot for each. Now for each value we will do something. What we will do is we will push the value by changing it into a task object, task dot from map, and that will be value. Okay, now see here we will update the provider. So task provider dot tasks, and we'll change it to this task. Okay, now let's restart this. The API call will take some time. Let us see if there is any error or okay, we need to call this method also. I'm sorry. Let's go to the task list landing. Okay, task list, and here in init state what we'll do is we'll again call the task service method. Dot fetch tasks. Okay, and what we'll do here is instead of returning a list view dot builder, what I will do is if provider dot tasks dot is loading. Okay, if dot length. Okay, leave it for now. Let's see if this is working or not. We'll have to add a variable of is loading. See, so our task has automatically come here, and this is from the backend. So let's quickly go to provider task provider. Where is it? And let's quickly create a boolean variable. Boolean is loading. And that will be initially false. Boolean get is loading, that will return the private variable, and similarly set is loading, it will take a boolean value and it will assign it to our private variable, and then we will notify listeners to update the UI. Okay, so great, let's go to the task service. When this API will be called, we'll change the variable of is loading to true. Okay, and whenever we get a response, we'll change it to false. Remember, change it to false here also if the API call fails, and here also. So there are three things where you have to handle this. Okay, and we'll throw the error th. We'll throw this because the component will handle it. Now let's go to the tasks list, and here I will replace it with provider dot is loading. If it is loading, then we'll show a Cupertino activity indicator. I will import it from Cupertino.dat. Otherwise, I will show the list view. Okay, great. Let's do it again. See, there is a loader here. Okay, let's quickly change it. What we'll do is, okay, leave it. We'll have to move it to the landing page, this consumer. Okay, so leave it for now. Let it be as it is. We can wrap it inside center. And that will be enough for right now. Let's see. Okay, great. Now, okay, so I'm giving you some tasks. You have the base API URL, you have the endpoints. So what you should do is you should change this to the backend. You should add this to the backend. Okay, and I'll show you how in the next lecture. Thank you.